Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about my top ICOs and new coins for October, and some of the ones I'm just most excited about. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so the first ones I'm going to be talking about are sort of the ones that I find are forming a niche, which is, for me, one of the best investment strategies is to find those coins that are forming a niche and having to compete with multiple other coins to do so. We can see that in the case of Ethereum versus Neo, Kyber versus 0x, goes on and on because if there's a hot new space in the cryptocurrency market and there's multiple coins trying to get in on that action, then, competition breeds innovation and the coins that aren't able to stay up to times to outcompete the other coins in that space are going to die because, that's how cryptocurrency is working right now. It's a very, very kill or be killed space where the best coins are the ones that are able to out innovate their competitors. So that being said, the first examples I have of that are a data decentralized exchange. Now that's really cool because it's basically taking data and turning it into a commodity. And really, that's taking the power out of those big data companies like Google and Facebook that rely on free services to mine data. And instead, it's allowing buyers and sellers to transact data on their own terms anonymously using the blockchain. And I think that's really cool. So the two coins that are going to be coming to the space pretty soon here are Datum and Wolk. And they're pretty similar in what they're offering. But personally, I'm going to go with Wolk. I think they just have a better product and a better team. But clearly, this is something that I'm going to continue to watch and hedge my bets and, just watch the space grow because that is the most exciting thing for me as an investor is getting in early on a space that is pretty untapped and allowing it to kind of matriculate and grow and see who's actually the big player that's going to be developing out of the space. And if I have to, I will jump ship. And that will move on to another example. So the big story this week has been Walton Chain and just its explosive growth. And personally, I got in on Walton Chain pretty early, so I'm really excited about that. But like I just mentioned, I'm always hedging my bets. I'm always watching potential competitors because you don't want to find yourself stuck with the losing horse down the road. You want to always be able to stay flexible and try to see what's ahead. So with that, I'm really excited to, look at this coin called Modem, which is not as big. It's really not in the same ballpark as Walton Chain because they're not directly competing. They're both using Internet of Things, RFID, to track things in a physical sense using the blockchain as a backend. And that's really cool, and that's why Walton Chain is really blown up. But Walton Chain is a little bit more industry focused, whereas Modem is a little bit more pharma focused. And that's where they're building their niches, and they're going to obviously expand as they get more capital and market share. But for now, that's why I'm watching Modem. It's going to be coming to exchanges somewhere between now and October 22nd. And yeah, I don't think there's a lot of press behind it, but as people really get the FOMO from Walton, they're going to be looking for, the next big one in that space. And I'm telling you, it's Modem. So definitely keep your eye on that one. Now, a couple months ago, I got into Amizago, and I've been very happy with the results. I'm kind of wishing it would grow a little bit more, but that's okay. It's still a great coin, and I truly believe in what it's trying to do to unbank the banked, to use their terminology. And I think it's just a cool company. And so for them to kind of be alone in the space, I don't think was going to last long. And that's why we're seeing that competition come in the form of Request Network, and there is a lot of hype behind this one. The ICO starts October 13th, but the registration's already closed, and their Slack channel has over 21,000 people in it. It's crazy. So they're trying to do essentially what Amizago is doing. They label themselves as the blockchain PayPal. It's cool. It's going to be really interesting to see these two kind of compete with each other and see what comes out of it. So I'm really excited to follow the development of both of them. There is a article in the description talking about the differences between a Musigo and Request Network, but bear in mind that it was written by Request Network, so it's a little biased, but yeah, they're really good investments. I highly recommend both of them. So I'll finish off with my personal favorite upcoming coin that finished its ICO, and that's Icon. So it's a little disingenuous for me to recommend it as one of the top October ICOs because their ICO was in September and they probably won't be coming to exchanges in October. We'll see. They're coming to exchanges sometime in Q4, but that could mean late October, early November. No one really knows yet. But it's really exciting. I think they've got a really compelling product. I think they're really slick in what they're doing. So for those who don't know, Icon is the Ethereum of Korea. I hate using that term. I hate using it for Neo, but it gives you a good perspective of what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring smart contracts to businesses, hospitals, and they already have the buy-in. And so another big piece of why I believe they're going to have a very successful start to their public offering is that they already have a lot of those contracts written. They're already working with businesses and hospitals. And frankly, it's the language and cultural barriers that will allow them to do very well in the Korean market. You know, it'd be great if there was one smart contract platform that bridged all cultures in all languages, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. You know, Ethereum just can't break into the Korean market in the same way that a homegrown Korean coin can. So with that, I think it's a really smart play to really give the full breadth of your consideration to Icon. I think it's going to be a big coin. I think it's going to do really great things. Now, there's a couple caveats with that. The first is that with these smart contract platforms, we do see them take a little bit of time to go from their ICO price up into the crazy growth that we see with both Ethereum and Neo. So just be aware that this is kind of a long-term hold, not really good for flipping. But the other thing is that there is some FUD right now with Koreans and them banning ICOs, and I get that. But I think Korea is a much more friendly environment for cryptocurrency. Just it's evident in just the way that they approach things and how much volume they have coming out of there. So there's some other coins I'm watching right now. Wan Chain. I'm going to be watching Red Pulse, Neo's first ICO. I'm watching Grid Plus, and there's a couple other ones. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments below what you're watching, what you're most excited about, what's your favorite coin. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good one.